Hey guys, how you doing? Right here again. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, it's Nitro Kyosho. Well, in the last video that I had made, I promised a special project was coming, and here it is. This is the Saab company. It's the Goblin, and it's the 500 model. And I'm just going to do a little bit of an unboxing here. I haven't seen anything out of this yet, so we're going to see it together. So let's crack this thing open, and I'll give you my first opinions of what I see here. I don't know if I'm going to do any build videos, guys, because Bert Camemere already did 6 professional build videos, so who am I to question what he did? So the manual. Okay, we'll open that up and take a closer look at that. We'll get the boxes out of here. Alright, and this one is an empty box. Bert Camemere was saying something in the video about that box will be filled with something probably down the road, some servos or something like that. And it looks like we need a razor, guys, because these are taped. Let's see here. Bag, yellow and black. First impression, it looks like everything is packaged real nice. Looks like we got the battery trays in here. Everything looks very nicely packaged, that's for sure. Thrust bearings, got a belt in here. Looks like a tool, a lot of nuts and bolts. I really don't want to pull everything out of these guys because these boxes are marked, but we'll take a closer look at some of this stuff. Maybe we can remove this big box and then lay everything out on the table. It looks like everything is nicely packaged, guys. That's one thing that stands out. Everything comes in foam. Now the one thing I don't know, which I have a big question about, and no one has been able to answer, is this is a made in Italy kit, but are these parts made in Italy or are they made in China? That's the big question that I want answered. And looks like the main shaft, some gears, main gear, motor mount. Looks like everything is machined pretty decent here. Let's see what else we got here. This, I'm assuming, is probably the tail boom and possibly the main blades. We have the set of the blades here, and we have the carbon fiber boom here. Looks like that'll be highly visible to see. That's for sure. Got our push rod, or our, excuse me, the rudder rod back there. Push rod, rudder rod. Okay. And this aside for now. And we'll get this box off of the table, guys, so we have a little bit more room here to maneuver. And then we'll try to lay everything out here a little bit better. Let's see what's going on. And okay, we have the frame here. Same sides. And we have canopy in here. Boy, that's going to be pretty visible to see, as far as I can tell. That's going to be a pretty visible looking thing, guys. And we have part of the frame here, and pretty beefy looking carbon fiber on the skids. And we have a goblin blade holder here. So we'll leave that stuff out for now. Let's put this canopy away, guys. We don't need this getting accidentally damaged or stepped on here on the floor. Okay, put that up here where it's safe. Alright, some of the other stuff I got here. Scorpion motor. Pull this out. This is a competition series. This is the HK 111-4020-1100 kV. And Scorpion motor looks like it's packaged extremely well. Got some stickers there. Got our heat shrink tubes there and everything, and screws. Here's the motor. Now they told me because this motor is has a longer shaft on it, they said you have to cut this down with a Dremel to 23 millimeters on this type of on the Scorpion motors. And I'm not particularly looking forward to hacking up a new motor. And I wish that I had known that beforehand, but there's a lot of hidden things about this kit, guys. Another thing too is people have been complaining that the wires on the motor won't reach the speed control, that you have to extend the wires, so be aware of that. So we have our frame here. These bags are marked, which is nice. They're all marked for us. I have three cyclic servos for the aileron, the elevator. I got some high-tech HS digital servos here. For the tail, I went with an Align DS525M, and I picked up the Talon 90 speed control. And we're going to put the Spectrum, the V-Stacks. This is the one with the Spectrum receiver mixed in, not like my other one. And I got some a balancer for my charger, and a male and a female EC5 for the battery and the speed control. And also I picked up at Radio Shack the wire to extend the motor. This you can get at Radio Shack a lot cheaper than a hobby shop. You get 35 feet of it. 10 gauge is what you need for like $20 opposed to 6 inches for $20 from a hobby shop. You know? So, alright, here's the, we have our frame here. I'm curious if this is as thick as my 500 T-Rex. I'll measure that later with a vernier. It looks pretty decent. I heard the 700s were a disaster when they crashed, and they redesigned with this one, the 500, a little bit better, guys, a little bit tighter and more compact to keep it together a little bit better. But I don't know if I'm going to be doing much 3D with this helicopter, because from what I saw on the parts list, this thing costs a fortune to fix. And I don't need to take a loan out to fix this thing. So I think what I'm going to do with this helicopter, guys, is use it as a scale flyer and just a Sunday flyer. And I'm going to use the T-Rexes and the 500 and the 450 to beat the heck out of out there in the field. So, you know, these are just miscellaneous bags, guys. Here you've got, you know, tail fin in there, and just basically, kind of stupid to show you these, just a lot of screws and nuts. These are just all the, but everything looks like it's marked pretty good and impressively. I'm not too good of a out-of-box reviewer, guys. I don't usually do them because there's usually a ton out there. You're just basically showing parts of the helicopter, but because this is a new helicopter, I thought it'd be kind of interesting to do and take these all out. And now Bert Caramere claims this is an easy build. I've built quite a few helicopters in the past. I've never built a Goblin, mostly all T-Rex helicopters, and anybody who built a T-Rex knows if you built one, you built them all. But let's take a look at this manual here and see how this looks, and then I'll give you a close-up over there. From first viewing, guys, one thing that is nice is everything is in color. A lot of color pictures. And it looks like pretty good description of things, and I'll bring this over here and show you guys. This out of the way. And I'll try to not make anybody dizzy here, but here's the opening page here showing the frame. It shows the pieces that you need, telling you where to get them, what bags, and then the next page is going to show you the assembly, putting it together. And it looks like a pretty good, from first view here, of a pretty good manual, and everything in color. And just skip around here. But it looks like a pretty good descriptive manual, guys, of how everything goes together and in color. It looks very very well written, which is a nice thing. So, like I said, I don't know if I'll be doing any partial builds or showing any progress here and there. But most of the stuff that I pulled out, I'll show you these quickly up close. The other stuff, guys, this is part where the main shaft and everything. It's going to hook in with the frame, and I'm not exactly sure. They've got some standoffs in there. Like I said, I've never built one of these, so I'm kind of going into it probably the same way you guys would be. Here's all the head, the swash, and you know, this box here, guys, like I said, is just a bag of bolts and nuts, so it's kind of be a waste to pull that out. But this is it. I hope that you like, you know, this unboxing. I'll try to do the best I can as far as showing you some of the stuff here. I just wanted to make a quick review, and hopefully you guys will, maybe we'll put out a partial build video, show some progress, but I'm looking forward to building it. I'm going to get started soon here, and hopefully we'll have some good reviews. I'll do some reviews once it's done, how hard, how easy it was to build, different things, little tips, maybe things that I ran into, things to look out for, and then we'll, after that, we'll do a flight video. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you'd like to subscribe, it's Nitro Kyo Show.